Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing an update with you guys regarding my Balenciaga weekender bag. So a couple of months ago I posted a video where I shared that I dyed a Balenciaga bag, and I wanted to follow up with you guys and give you an update. They show you the bag, how it's holding up, anything I've noticed so far, and just give you a quick update on the dyeing process. So let's get into the video. If you haven't seen my original video on this whole dyeing process and this bag, definitely go check that out. I'll put the information below. But this is the Balenciaga weekender bag. Just to share with you guys the bag and how it's been holding up. It's been a couple of months and I use the bag pretty regularly for like overnights or weekend getaways, traveling, that sort of thing. I don't use it like as a day bag, like an everyday handbag, as it's rather large. This is definitely more of a travel bag or like a carry-on or something like that. Even though it's not a bag that I use every day, I do get quite a bit of use out of it. So guys, here's the bag. I feel like on camera it definitely does it justice. The bag looks really kind of a beautiful sheen to it. You can see the crinkly soft leather. So if you guys don't know, this bag was originally brown. I bought this bag from Fashionphile. I think this bag is over 10 years old, and I feel like me dyeing the bag has definitely restored it and given it some extra life. The bag was brown and it was looking a little faded and worn, and now that it's black, it just looks kind of shiny and new again. But I think it looks super good. I want to show you guys the hardware up close, because the hardware was something that, if you saw that video, was also kind of dyed black in the process, so you had to really clean up the hardware. And because this is the giant hardware, which is not smooth, it was really kind of had to scrub to clean off the hardware. But as you can see, the hardware is, again, looks shiny and new. I want to share with you the strap. So like all of these details are things I had to dye. So I had to untie this and dye the strap just to kind of prove to you guys this is the original bag. There's a little corner on the inside of the bag that isn't dyed, and I want to share that with you guys. So when you dye the bag, you have to make sure you get the interior, like leather lined interior. So the bag isn't entirely leather lined, but when you first unzip it, the top of it, there's some leather on the inside. So this corner, I missed the spot. Can you see that? So that's the brown bag. The other corner, I missed the spot. So I thought that was fun to share. And actually I was like, do I need to go back in and dye those pieces again? But no one's ever gonna see that, because like it's all the way obviously in the corner, and when you unzip the bag and the leather that is exposed when you unzip the bag, I did dye properly, so you won't see that. But I think that's kind of a fun way to kind of keep the integrity of the bag. Like this bag was that brown bag, so I'm gonna leave it. But I just want to give that as a tip. If you do want to go ahead and do this process, you have to take your time and make sure everything looks even. I think that was the biggest challenge for me. I am not a person who does DIYs and art projects and arts and crafts. That's just not me. I hated art class. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Plus, I had some help dyeing this bag. My boyfriend was kind enough to help me, which was a huge help, because really, like I said, you have to look very closely. You have to make sure you're doing everything evenly. Another piece that can easily be missed is this tab. So you want to make sure you pull this tab all the way back and get that seam in there. We caught that, but it's funny how, like I said, there's that one corner that we missed. The inside. So that is good. And yeah, I really wanted to share with you guys the process, and do I think it's worth it. As far as color transfer, like did the dye damage the bag at all, I wanted to share that with you as well. So once the bag is dry and set, it's fine. Like, I've had no issues with this bag bleeding or the leather. I'm talking about the black dye like transferring to my clothing or anything. Once the bag was dry, it was not like there was black dye bleeding and going anywhere. Like, I never had any issues with that. Never had anything rub off on clothing. I wanted to share that with you guys because that was something I was concerned about. I'll say the bag, when I first dyed it, it felt stiffer. Like, it still feels a little stiff to touch in comparison to my other Balenciaga leather bags that are super just soft and smushy. This does have a little stiffness to the leather, kind of like when it's brand new. With time that softens up, but that is a reminder to me. I think unless you really know Balenciaga leathers, yeah, you probably won't even, you know, notice what I'm talking about. But when I use this bag and I feel it, that's a reminder to me of the dyeing process, because it feels a little stiff to touch, in my opinion. It doesn't look stiff or look any different than any other Balenciaga bag, but when I touch it, I do feel like a little stiffness there in the leather, and I hope with more use that eventually softens up. It still feels kind of new, and it was weird because it didn't feel new obviously when I dyed it. So would I do this again? Would I buy a Balenciaga bag, or would I dye another bag? Honestly, I said this in my original video, if I can do it and you are at all into arts and crafts or DIYs, this was a really fun project. Honestly, it was fun kind of dyeing the bag. The process, like I said, was a little tedious because you have to be very particular and careful that you're not missing any spots and that everything is even. But other than that, it was a pretty fun process. It was very cool to see how the bag was going to turn out. I think what's awesome is you can purchase pre-loved Balenciaga, their classic style bags, for really good prices right now on the pre-loved market. So if you want to try this, it's a really fun way to get yourself a classic Balenciaga style bag, because you can buy a, let's say, a Balenciaga City or a Balenciaga Velo or First bag. I think a First bag is a really awesome bag to try out. Also, if you wanted a classic Balenciaga style, you can pick one of those up pre-loved for such a good price, and then to kind of bring it back to life, dye it black. I mean, obviously you can dye it whatever color you want, but I chose to dye mine black. So I'm just saying, with the black dye, it definitely kind of gives you that look of a brand new bag. So I would definitely do this again in the future. I think it was, like I said, easy enough process for me to handle, so I would do it again. I'm very happy with the results. I think also the costs for the materials that I used were very reasonable for the result that I got, because one thing you're thinking is, like, I'm dyeing a $2,000 bag. How much am I going to have to spend on materials to do that? And that was kind of my little research I wanted to do first. Like, is it going to be too much of a cost to even dye it? And the answer is no. The materials were really inexpensive. I don't think I spent more than $20 on it. And obviously, even though this bag retailed for $2,000 plus, I did not spend that because I got this on the pre-loved market for super cheap. Another thing that I wanted to mention was you can always opt to get your bag dyed by a professional. I just chose to do this myself. But if you're interested in dyeing, you know, an old bag that you have, a leather bag, obviously I'm talking exclusively about Balenciaga because that's the bag I dyed, but you can dye leather bags, guys. So it's a good way to be sustainable and kind of refresh a bag you already own. I'm sure that will come out to be more expensive than going ahead and doing it yourself. So that's something to consider too. You can also, if you're not interested in the DIY, you can have it dyed professionally. And like I said, it doesn't have to be Balenciaga. You can do this with any leather bag. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Join my fashion community. On my channel, I talk about fashion, lifestyle, and sometimes travel. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss an upload from me. So if you have any questions or comments, as always, please let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys.